You're watching TVC Breakfast. Let's bring you the news update at this time. The federal government has signed a fresh agreement with the United States for the repatriation of $23 million allegedly looted by the late former military head of state, General Sani Abacha. The Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, said the decision to return the funds was as a result of a series of negotiations and meetings between Nigeria, the U.S. Department of Justice and UK National Crime Agency. TVC News' Celestina Area reports.
In 2006, about $723 million in Abacha loot was returned to Nigeria from Switzerland. Nigeria has in the past recovered several other trenches of Abacha loot, which are proceeds believed to have been diverted from public coffers by the military administration of General Sani Abacha in the 1990s. In 2020, the U.S. and Jersey also agreed to return over $308 million in confiscated funds to Nigeria. Today, the Nigerian government has signed an agreement with the government of the United States of America. The agreement is for the repatriation of over $23 million. President Muhammadu Buhari had mandated the office of the AGF to ensure that all international recoveries are transparently invested and monitored by civil society organizations.
Your Excellency, the Ambassador.
The repatriated funds are to be utilized on the Presidential Development Infrastructural Funds, namely Abuja-Kaduna Road, Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, and the second Niger Bridge under the supervision of the Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority.
That we are here today witnessing another milestone in the funding of these projects, which are indeed critical to the development of Nigeria.
The United States Ambassador to Nigeria, Mary Leonard, noted that the U.S. Department of Justice and the Federal Bureau of Investigation seized these funds in respect to General Abacha and his associates' violation of U.S. law when they laundered these assets through the U.S. into accounts in the United Kingdom. These repatriation bring total amount of funds repatriated in this case by the U.S. to more than $334.7 million. This agreement is also a collaboration that the U.S. government must continue in order to right the wrongs committed under the previous regimes, combined with the $311.7 billion seized and repatriated with the assistance of a bailiwick of Jersey and the government of Nigeria in 2020.
The United States government is keenly aware of the devastating impact that corruption has on societies. Corruption erodes trust in the ability of governments to deliver for their citizens. It distorts economies and access to key services, hinders development, pushes citizens towards extremism, and makes countries and their officials susceptible.
The U.S. law enforcement will continue to deny safe haven for corrupt actors and their assets, and as a partner deeply invested in Nigerian success, will continue to facilitate the recovery and return of proceeds of corruption to the Nigerian people. Celestina Area, TVC News, Abuja.
The Independent National Electoral Commission has pushed for the creation of an Electoral Offences Commission. Other stakeholders at a public hearing by the House of Representatives also declared support for the establishment of the commission. National Assembly correspondent Joke Adisa reports.
The last 13 years, a bill seeking the establishment of a National Electoral Offences Commission has been part of all national conversations on constitutional and electoral reforms. In 2009, it was one of the leading recommendations of the Justice Mohammed Uwais Commission, and this was echoed by the Sheikh Ahmed Lemu Committee after the 2011 post-election violence. The Ken Nnamani Committee on Constitution and Electoral Reform in 2017 made the same recommendation in its report. After some failed attempts, the proposed commission is close to becoming a law.
Ones who are running around and snatching ballot boxes and paying out the money certainly cannot afford 40 million to pay as fine.
The National Assembly believes it will sanitize the electoral process as it criminalizes vote buying, ballot box snatching, and other electoral offenses.
The proposed commission will now have the power to arrest, investigate, and prosecute alleged electoral offenders.
The National Assembly deemed it necessary to unbundle and not overburden the Independent National Electoral Commission.
Electoral crimes lead to low quality
corrupt and violent political leadership. It helps with election riggers.
INEC insists the commission is long overdue, but seeks the establishment of an electoral offences tribunal for prompt prosecution.
Don't leave that responsibility to INEC. We have no power to make arrests. We have no capacity to investigate that will lead to successful prosecution. And some of the offenders may be INEC officials. We can't prosecute ourselves.
But while many here support the unbundling of INEC to strengthen the nation's electoral process, EFCC thinks otherwise.
The offences contained therein in Part 4, clauses 13 to 32, largely constitute offences that have already been criminalized by the existing Electoral Act.
INEC and everyone that has spoken at this one-day public hearing say they look forward to a day that highly placed sponsors of thuggery, including high-profile figures who seek to benefit from all manner of violations during, before and after elections, are prosecuted. Joke Adsa, TVC News, Abuja.
Activist and National President Campaign for Dignity in Governance, Comrade Razak Olukoba, has described the latest ban on Okada by the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu as a commendable step taken by a responsible and responsive administrator. In a statement, the activist noted that the governor has done what is expected of him as a defender of the city, saying that the step is rather to be seen as a preemptive measure and not a punitive one. He believes the policy, like the ones before it, would serve a multiple purpose of preventing accidents that kill and maim, prevent highway robbery, curb kidnapping, and assist in reducing the menace of bandits in the community.